Hey, we've got the holidays really coming in quick here. Also on top of that, the need for signage and standing signs, this is the perfect time to get them. So I found a company online that design posters, so I just thought I would test out maybe getting a poster from them. You know, if you've got church signage you need, event signage you need, even if you want to hang something in your house and just have a nice look to it, why not? So we're gonna unbox them both here quickly, maybe try to set them up briefly and just talk about some of the components that I actually really loved about these, including like stands on both that you can use like a weighted, you can put water or sand in them to just weight them down. Pretty low key, but I like the simplicity of it. So first off, when we unbox, so I got a rounded corners one and I got a square, like a hard rectangular hard corners one. So let's go with the hard rectangle corners one first. And first thing that I am pulling out here is a nice dense truss rod to put your poster up. You can see that it's a telescoping rod as well. There's a locking point on there, so I'm sure we'll get to that. Actually, there it is right there. Really nice metal rodding, though. That's incredible. Further in, it looks like we might cap going on here. We have some like hard, dense rubber going on. We'll get to all that and see what's going on. Looks like these are maybe just to lock in everything on our stand. Further in, it looks like we have a nice product installation manual. I'll read it and we'll install both of them at the same time just to kind of expedite so you're not on this for 10 minutes. But they also go through some really nice things like how to fill this with water or sand, how to adjust your sizing. Really nice. Nice clear manual. Finally, there's two more components in here. And the first one is actually our base. And the cool thing is that our base is already pretty dense. It's a nice metal base. And then here's our volume filler. And really nice little like lock-in automatically. You've got a cool thing going on there. So when you look at this also, that cap that I showed you from the little bag, that's what you would put in here. So you can fill this with water. You can hear there's a little bit of something in there. And lock it down, and then we'll have a really nice base total. So that's really cool. I might do that off camera because you kind of get the idea. So that's really cool. Now further in, our final piece is actually our poster holder. And a couple of really nice features here. They have like an anti-glare going on, protective front case. That caught my eye in terms of like really being easy to read and also just protecting it from anybody maybe splashing water on it or knocking it around, anything like that. So I might also just take the rest of this off camera. But here's our hard corners one. You can see I've got a really nice build to it. It's a nice like kind of just dark wood, classy sign. And then the anti-glare going on the front, that's really nice too. They also explain how to snap on and off, so we will get to that once we get the full setup going. So in the other packaging, same exact set of materials. However, we now have rounded corners, and I like that you might have options for both. Obviously, if you need multiple sets, people aren't bumping into it and hurting themselves. But same nice snap frame with a PVC kind of film so that it's anti-glare. Really, really nice. So why don't I read the manual quickly? Let's set both these up and get a visual. All right, y'all, this setup is really not too bad. So I filled this one with water. Just assume that I'm already doing this with both stands because they are the exact same. And then we will then take our metal over top. And also that there's one giant bolt that comes with this, and that's actually going to fit in here. And that's how we're going to lock our stand base in. To screw this guy in. And it's a really nice fit. Feels nice and dense. Immediately locking in, you can see that. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other one. and then we'll go into the rest of the setup here. But immediately, I mean, you're already like 60% done, aren't you? So we've got both stands here. You can see I've already changed the sizing on them. We got one here, we got one here. Is pretty high on these. Also with a little bit of water in there, they feel like they're pretty manageable. Ultimately, I feel like I like sand a little bit better in these, just so you don't have like potential for leakage, but they seem like they're pretty secure. Like I don't notice any leakage per se. So the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna attach our holder here. And so we're gonna do this by, you can see we've got this ball point here. And then you've got a wing nut and a long screw. And we're simply gonna line these up and lock them in. All right, y'all, we've got 2 done stands here. You can see that I've got some rotational stuff going on. I figured I would just show it to you. What's really nice is that these basically have unlimited access to sizing. It's just a free floating like cam on the top there, so you could turn this any way that you need to. Say you want to have it kind of angled up like that. I mean, for like someone to read as they walk in. If you want it like that, you totally got it. I love that availability. That really does make it just anything you want it to be, you can got it. Also, quality of the build is really nice. You can see the back is really nice, dense metal. Let's talk about how to get your photo in here. Both of these operate the same way. This is the smooth one. You simply pull these back and they're spring loaded. How cool is that? And then there's also this anti-glare holder right here. And you simply fold that forward. And it is a nice dense anti-glare, right? That's a pretty good little thing there. You might keep this around just for you to know, but let's put our first poster in there. Yeah, that's looking nice. Okay, so then we've got our PVC in there. Let's lock our pieces back in. We could go ahead and do it on the other one here just so you can see the process again. But I'm really, really stoked about all that. You might watch on some of the corners. I don't think I got that corner in. Just double check that you got these all locked in. Otherwise it may not, that PVC level is kind of sharp and wild. I do love that protective film though. If someone spills a drink, like I said, you're outside and it's dusty, you just have a lot of nice stuff going on here. That looks great. All right, so I'll do the other one here. Alrighty, y'all. So I got the other one in, and same process there. We locked it in. I got a little bit easier in figuring out how this works. It actually lays in there really nice. It's like an 8x11 piece of paper. Look at that quality though. You got a store and you want to have some really nice signage going on. You got a church and you want to have some really nice signage going on. These feel awesome. They look pretty low key too. You know, base wise, why don't I get all the way back here just so you can kind of see it, but that's really nice. And again, if you want to shift where it's going, if you need to have a full rotation of it, that's amazing. Now, let's just showcase height here. Say, it's one of those where you unscrew it till it's loose enough that you can pull it. Let's see how high we can get. With the flat sign, that's not too bad. Let's go ahead and tighten that up there. And I mean, that's pretty good eye level. I'm 6'1", by the way, just so you can have a reference on how tall this can get. And at the same time, if you need like a piece of paper for people to read, or like you're showing this to kids and you want it to be pretty low. Again, if you want to kind of, in terms of like Christmas sizing, it's nice that you can have a nice sign right in front of a tree, which is, this tree is 6 foot. So overall, really nice components, easy to set up. Really quality pieces of material. I didn't have a problem at all setting these up. They look really sharp, and then also to have some great signage with it. Ready for the holiday season, ready for some Black Friday action. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And both of these, I love that there's a round corner one and a sharp corner one in case your design needs either of those. They've got it ready to go for you. So hopefully this little review and showcase helped you.